They first met Tadeo Suzuki, not long after Max and his wife Elizabeth moved to San Ignacio. For days, they'd surveyed available houses, escorted by Elizabeth's realtor brother Theodore, whom everyone but Max called Teddy. He somehow couldn't use that name with the aristocratic-looking Theodore Schuyler, but Teddy's looks were not finding them a house to live in. At the end of the third week, Max decided to take matters in hand and check out the real estate ads in the local paper, the San Ignacio Reporter. And bingo, he found exactly what they were looking for: a one-story, three-bedroom on a double lot on the edge of town. It was a hot day in mid-October when he and Elizabeth drove from San Ignacio Inn to the viewing. In New York, he knew the seasons would be changing by now. Leaves coloring in Central Park, autumn chilling the early morning air. Here it was still summer, mid-80s with Halloween around the corner and the threat of war in the air. "You'll get used to it," Elizabeth had told him when they were first considering the move. "If you ask me, winter is a highly overrated season." Max, who had lived in New York City since birth, wasn't so sure. Seasons had informed his life. Perhaps you were cut off from the land and its cycles in the city, but there were other reminders. In September, the Philharmonic and Metropolitan Opera would start their fall seasons. In winter, skating in the park was accompanied by the clip-clop of horse-drawn carriages on snowy streets. His favorite cozy restaurant just off Gramercy Park opened its sidewalk seating in April. Fingerless gloves on the fancy women announced the arrival of summer. 1,000 sights and smells that informed each season. He was nostalgic, homesick even. But the move had been the right thing to do. Even curmudgeonly Dr. Rosenberg at Bellevue thought it necessary. So Max was giving it his best try, looking for things to admire here. He had 5 positives so far, and telling Elizabeth of this change of attitude produced one of her quizzical smiles. "You might be right," he said. "Seasons in general may be overrated, and there seems to be plenty here to like." Then a broader smile from her. "How equitable of you. Plenty to like, as in—" He ticked off the list on his fingers. "The Pacific Ocean, the salt smell first thing in the morning, and the way the water changes colors under different skies." She licked her forefinger and checked off on an imaginary scroll. "I'll give you that one, but watch out. You might start waxing poetic if you continue like this."